This is the J Pitt Show.
This is Bad Advice Agents Need to Leave in 2024 by Broke Agent Media.
Okay.
Number one, stop saying rates will drop soon.
Dude, you don't know. You don't know when. I mean,
It proved right in 2024. Everybody kept saying that, and rates never got below 6.
No, but they did get close to 6 and 6 flat. And what you saw was a subsequent run that didn't stop until rates went up.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how low. I think rates will taper. That's a good word, taper.
That is a good word.
Okay, because I'm not talking about 4%. I'm not talking about 6 flat. But like, we can have a robust real estate industry and economy behind 6.5%, 6.25% mortgage rates. 8% is a little untenable, unfortunately. Okay, 6.5%, 6.25%. If we could get into the mid 5s with investor rates in the low 6s, that would be exciting. And the Fed still plans to drop rates, but who knows what happens if inflation runs, which is quite possible. I mean, we've still, again, I've said this, I think every episode, we've still minted 4 out of every $5 in existence in the last 5 years. I saw a stat the other day that
we were just talking about exponential growth.
Janet Yellen has presided over over 65% of the country's debt, $35 trillion. She has presided over 65% of it.
Wow.
Can we call that anything but a failure?
And I don't think it's going to slow down. Number two, we've talked about this one on here. And if you're an agent who says this, I'll just go ahead and say this myself. You have zero credibility.
You're bad
with
at your
me.
job.
Marry the house, date the rate.
Oh, I hate it.
You have zero credibility to me if you say marry the house, date the rate.
I hate it.
One, it is not original at all. 2, it's terrible advice. 3, you're just trying to put a post out to put something out there and make yourself seem smart. But let me tell you, you don't.
I mean, here's the thing. There is a reason to buy a house when rates are higher than they have been, right? Does it affect your purchasing power? Absolutely. Should you allow it to affect your purchasing power? Absolutely, right? It's an expense. You should stick to a budget. Like, people that are prudent with their money end up having more of it. Go figure. If you need to buy a house because of life change, buy a house, right? If you have had a lot of success and the rates don't matter, fantastic, buy a house. If rates drop, refinance, fantastic. That's amazing, right? But don't buy something you can't afford expecting to afford it when rates go down.
Yeah.
That's garbage. It's garbage. And real estate agents that say things like this, unfortunately, are the ones that give our industry a bad name.
That should be a brokerage rule. You have people sign when they come here. Like,
you cannot
if
say
you
this.
post this on social media.
I'm releasing your license.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody. I think people have, but it was in the beginning, and they've heard me talk trash about it since. So I don't think they have in a while.
All right. Number 3, basically don't let clients just focus on the rate. So bad advice is telling people rates are a real problem right now. If you wait for them to drop, you'll have a lower monthly payment. Basically, what you should do is focus on what good can come from that. You can build equity.
Yep.
You can lock in today's home prices, and there's less competition when rates are high.
You know,
Higher.
winter, there are fewer buyers. We're experiencing the lowest demand we've seen in quite some time. Properties are sitting on the market substantially longer. You know, that's not the end of the world. If you're a buyer and you can buy now, you have more leverage than you should.
Yeah,
for the amount of inventory.
I had a closing today with a buyer who bought a very nice house in a very nice part of town. Negotiated them down after inspections, and like 35, 40,000 of instant equity.
Great.
After appraisal.
Phenomenal.
And there's
the way you do it.
There's $3 million homes on the street.
That's the way you
his
do
isn't
it.
anywhere close to that, but he can make it that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the way you do it. You take advantage of the circumstances at the time that you purchase, or you engineer it by not being a timing buyer, right? Most 98% of buyers are timing buyers. What do I mean by that? They have a time constraint of some sort, some short, some long, but they buy a home within a time constraint and they don't select, they eliminate all the worst options and they settle for the best option. They don't select a home.